official Slums topside overview of the map. These videos, the overview videos, are going to be pretty short and they're going to be pretty basic. They're just going to be going over exactly where we play on the map for typical standard strategy as well as offensive strategies. Not so much into detail onto how to play which position, just what the positions are and what they're covering. And then there will be actually position-specific videos that you can go in to watch, such as like on this map, you could go into the video for how to play left or how to play left support, how to play cemetery. So these videos will be pretty short, pretty basic, just give you an idea of how to play the map, the concept, and what we're trying to do and control. And then you'll be able to go into those other views to get ideas of how to play positions. So on this side map, spawn or the top side spawn, what we typically have is when we're in a standard strategy is this is the left side of the map. This is the choke point that we hold. And really the responsibility of the left player is to make sure players don't come from the courtyard and enter into our side of the map, and really more specifically into the garage. Once they're able to get into the garage, they're able to get into the alley behind it, and then they're able to sneak behind our lines and then just cause all kinds of problems. So this is a very important spot because there's actually only one left player, and this is a high traffic position. So again, this is a tough but rewarding spot. The left support player is also playing on the left side of the map over here, but his main and primary job is to actually double cover the cemetery and clean up kills that the cemetery player misses and make sure they do not actually come from the cemetery entrance into the left side of the map. So typically this will be a torque player, and when he has equipment available, we're going to be putting barbed wire up here at this entrance to slow him down. And then he'll also be able to use his shield at times when safe to do so and place that up here, or even more really ideally on a 90-degree angle here, and actually just cut off the cemetery entirely with the microwave part of the shield. At times, this player will come into the middle and instigate the courtyard, but primarily his job is to help support the left player when he needs his help and to clean up kills coming from cemetery. So the cemetery player itself, obviously he's keeping people from coming through the cemetery and onto our side of the map. The choke point is typically right here at this entranceway, and it's played from the right side of the map, somewhere over here usually. Whoever's playing cemetery, you got to have pretty quick trigger finger, because they will do whatever they can to start flying through here once they realize we're holding this down. Things you need to be aware of are like players playing with rune and grappling through here and stuff like that. This will get hot. This is also a pretty rewarding position as well. So again, cemetery's job is to actually cover the cemetery entrance right here. On the right side of the map, what we have is we have two right players really. We have our main right player, and then we have a support right player. The choke points over here and where we're typically holding them are these entrance from our exits from the blue building, and then we're also worried about the half wall entrance from courtyard to our side of the map right here. So the right player is going to be responsible for keeping players from exiting this building and starting to come up the street. The staple position that we use to do this most of the time is playing behind the van, shooting down the street. At times, those guys can sneak through, especially once they realize you're trying to hold what you're trying to hold, and then they'll start flying over here and trying to get over to this forward truck. So for that reason, we have a right support player. The right support player usually will play up here at the truck, although there's different ways to play this as well. But this guy's job will be to clean up kills that right player misses, and then also to take over the aggressive position when we decide to do that, which I'll go over in a minute here. The last player is the half wall player. So half wall, you can play from literally wherever you want pretty much. You can play back here. You could play more at like this angle right here, straight on. But really, your only job is to make sure people don't vault the wall from courtyard over to our right side of the map and light people up. So this is typically a slower spot. You don't get as many kills in general, but it is an important one. And it's one of those positions where you just got to do it. And there will be games where it will get hot. So this player, I do suggest use Nomad, and that way you can actually shoot your mines right here on the wall. And when they go ahead and vault over, it's an easy kill. So with that being said, that is pretty much standard position or positioning and choke points on this map. When we do go aggressive, typically, or how we'll accomplish that is we'll actually have the right support player come up and play behind the truck here, and his job will then be to actually hold right side at not these two doorways here, but I think I actually got to go through this way because I'm in theater mode, but to hold them at this entryway right here. This is a pretty cool spot. Again, this is going to be extremely high traffic area. It does get hot, but I mean, when you're playing behind that truck, you're almost invincible, especially when that truck is still up and not blown up, because then you can actually shoot through those back windows. So the right support player will move over here, take over that position. Right player will actually kind of become more of a spawn holder. He'll still kind of overlook and watch over everybody here, but one thing he really needs to do is actually watch behind us, especially in this corner, because as we start to push things, we start to get score streaks in the air, they will start to spawn back here. The half wall player will actually move from playing half wall to jumping on top of the vehicle here. You can get on top of here, and then you're actually able to look straight over the wall and into the center entrance to the courtyard. So this is a pretty cute angle, and you will get a lot of kills. It's not the primary angle to hold this, but it is an extra guy to watch it. The cemetery player will then move from playing this choke point to actually playing more this choke point. Because at that point, there's no reason in having you watch this when they're not even able to get into the courtyard, if that makes sense. So right will be holding at this entrance. The middle will be holding at this entrance. And then pretty much left and support left come through this side, come into the actual courtyard, and one of the players watches the left, and one of the players focuses more on the middle entrance. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is just a basic overview of kind of where we play and how we play it. Again, standard positions. This is your left choke point over here. You have one left player. You then have a support left player that cleans up kills coming from cemetery. The actual cemetery choke point is back here, played from the right side. And then you have right player, or the right side of the map where we're holding at these two exits, and then the half wall. When we do push aggressive, we actually watch that inside door, and we keep them from even getting inside a blue building. And then we change our choke points on the left and the middle to middle choke point here and left choke point here when we go aggressive. That's pretty much it. More videos to come soon. Look for those position-specific videos if you need ideas on how to play your spot. All right, thanks, guys.